Well, if you are Kenyan and very Kenyan like me, then when you hear cosmetic surgery, you're just like, oh, Kim Kardashian. So, and it's not a conversation or something that you'll walk around the street and be like, oh, so you know what, I went and got ni. It's not that common here, but it is slowly getting into the scene, and it is important for us to know what it is, what it is all about. And having that conversation with me this morning is, as she likes to be called, Dr. B. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Mikali. It's
You
a pleasure
look
to be here.
gorgeous.
Thank you, you too, girl. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
I know I said Dr. B, but then
Right.
again, maybe do the honors of the correct full.
Right, so I'm Dr. Maria Otieno Bayel, born and raised in Kenya, and studied medicine in Bucharest, Romania. Actually, many people don't know where Bucharest is, so that's in Eastern Europe,
Okay.
the land of Dracula.
Ooh.
For the people who don't know, right?
The castles and everything.
Right? That's where we are. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
thank you.
So taking you back to when you studied here, how did the opportunity come for you to go, and what school did you go to? Just
Okay.
to send a shout out.
I mean, hey, Statarians. So I went to State House
Stato
Girls.
girls.
Yes, I did. I'm very happy to be an alumni of State House Girls High School. I speak very fondly of my high school because my high school played an important role in shaping me to be the woman that I am today.
Okay.
Right? The discipline, the structure, going there at 14 years old, being taught independence, having to fend for yourself, enabled me to be where I am right now. So I did my high school in State House Girls High School, passed very well. And surprisingly, I went to the embassy of Romania because my cousin is a doctor as well in Romania.
Yes.
And she told me at that time that the embassy was offering scholarships. So it was just really a chance experience. I didn't know what I was going to look for. I didn't know that I was going to get a scholarship or not. So at that time, the ambassador loved my grades and he said, you know what? I'll give you a scholarship. Are you interested? And that's how I went to Romania. I didn't know where Romania was on a map.
Yes.
An 18-year-old me did not know where Romania was. At that time, it was trendy to go to the UK. It was trendy to go to America. And here you're talking about Romania. Where is that? So at that time, I would only know about Hadji, the great footballer, but nothing more. And I stated by the grace of God, I got this scholarship. So what did my scholarship contain? I got studies catered for by the Romanian government. I got accommodation and I got a stipendium. They were very generous.
Whoa.
Right.
So like a fully paid.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the catch was you had to do your studies in the Romanian language. So I had to go Mikali to language school for 8 months.
Yes.
And after 8 months, it was baptism by force by fire to go to medical school. So you can imagine you're in the same level with people who have studied medicine in their languages, Romanian language all their life. And here you come, an English speaker, 8 months of language school, going to do medicine.
Wow.
Failure is not an option for me. I don't
No.
go to fail. So
No.
I knew you have to pass. So I had difficult times. Sometimes I'd be forced to put my legs in cold water to concentrate, to study. And I did well. I excelled. I earned it.
I like it. And I love how you say it. But even before we move away from you learning, the language,
Right.
maybe you can just throw a few words,
Bună dimineața, eu sunt Maria, sunt doctor la București. I speak it perfectly. Sometimes
I'm sorry.
I actually speak it much better than English sometimes. That's my second home.
I got lost.
Ești frumoasă. Ești frumoasă means you're beautiful.
Thank you. How do I say thank you?
Mulțumesc.
Mulțumesc.
Yes.
I got it right.
Yeah, you did. Fantastic. Great stuff.
Great. So going through school, when you finished your KCP, was medicine the thing for you?
Right. When I was 7 years old, we'd watch ER. I think most of us were addicted to ER. It'd come on Saturdays and Sundays. And I remember seeing the doctors saving lives. And at 7 years old, me decided, you know what? That's what I want to do. I want to save lives. So I had two things that I loved, law and medicine.
Okay.
Why we didn't go the law option is because perhaps I speak a lot and I would get in trouble, so said my parents. And we thought it would be better to go medicine. And as well, I'm very compassionate and I'm a people person.
Okay.
So medicine resonated very well with me.
So what kind of medicine were you interested in, or what did you study?
So I did 6 years medical school and I did ENT, which is also known as otorhinolaryngology.
That's the
Would
word.
you try
I
and-
struggled. I can't.
So it's ortho for the ears, rhino for the nose, laryngology for the throat.
Laryngology.
There you go.
I have to say it slowly because it might be laryngology.
Works as well. We're not judging you. Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I did 6 years medical school, 5 years ENT. ENT is easy, so you don't need to say the long word. You can just say ENT surgery.
Yes.
Yeah, that's in Bucharest as well, in a fantastic institution called the Professor Dr. Doreen Hochota Institute of ENT Studies under the Professor Zaina. So
Okay.
he was my teacher. Yes.
Okay. At what point did the shift come for you to get into cosmetic surgery?
Right. After I finished my practice, COVID came.
Okay.
So COVID came, and when COVID came, it came with a lot of shifts, with a lot of soul searching, and I got the opportunity again, by God, by Christ, by hard work, to work under a very fantastic doctor, Dr. Stan Constantine, who owns one of the most modern, luxurious cosmetic practices in East and Central Europe. So working under my boss made me love cosmetic surgery, made me love cosmetic procedures. I used to see the enthusiasm our patients would have leaving our establishment. I'd see the difference we would make. As you said, be happy. Do what you need to do to be happy.
Yes.
Work what
Make
you
it.
make it. Yeah. And that made me realize, you know what, and especially with women,
Yes.
you know, we are afraid to want to do things to make us look good, to make
We were
us be
told
happy.
to make others happy.
Right, right. But listen, are we not superheroes? We are superheroes. We do a lot of things. We carry a lot of things in our bags. A superhero needs to be treated like a superhero. 9 months carrying these wonderful human beings. And I'd say to myself, if I want to treat myself, why not? And by the way, Mikali, for any woman who wants to look good, you do not deserve and you don't need to give anyone an explanation. Do it.
Not at all. Or
Yes.
ask for permission.
No,
No.
do it.
Just
Call Dr.
do
B
it.
and talk to Dr. B, and she's at your call. Yeah.
So your kind of cosmetic surgery is very specific.
Yes,
and
it is.
Maybe you can tell us more about that. How
Right.
specific is it?
Right, right. So having my base as an ENT surgeon, we do mostly facial procedures, facial surgery, facial aesthetic surgeries. And we can start from, let's say, blepharoplasty, which is getting rid of excess skin.
Yeah. Did you see my face?
Yes,
I was
it's
just like,
blepharoplasty. Right. So just getting rid of the excess skin around your eyelids.
okay.
Rhinoplasty. Rhinoplasty is something that, again, is what you desire, because we know we have beautiful noses given to us by God. It's a little bit flat.
Yes.
So if you want to have a bridge, you can get your rhinoplasty done by us as well. Otoplasty. You have kids who would be called and told you have Mickey Mouse ears, your ears are staring out. So we would do that as well to reduce the ears. And also, you know, we have the non-cosmetic part of ENT surgery, which is from tonsillitis to sinuses. So we do that as well. Not just the cosmetic part, also the medical part. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that relates. You're here now.
Right.
And we're looking at you thinking, has she come to stay? Is she coming to do this here now? What's the plan?
I mean, it's very exciting to see the trends change in Kenya. Kenyan women are now very assertive, taking care of themselves, from healthcare to lifestyle to sports. We eat very well. We take care of our bodies. We hydrate. We go to the gym. We want to look good. Our appearances are important to us. We're not superficial. We're not vain, but we understand the importance of looking good. So I have seen the change in that trend. And I know we also take care a lot about our faces. So I also do a lot of non-invasive procedures. So that's about Botox, which they would say, oh, Botox is something
Maybe
Western.
you need to explain it like ABC.
Right,
You know?
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I do specifically is non-invasive surgery
Okay.
and non-invasive procedures. This means that you can come into my office and I can make you look good without having to go under the knife, without having to get anesthesia, without having to be groggy the following day, without having to have bruising and swellings. So it's just simple procedures that you can come that can take between 30 minutes to an hour, and you go home and you can continue with, doing your chores or your business, or you can continue doing your work. And again, it's all within the facial region. What is most common is neurotoxin botulinum, that's Botox. And they would ask me, Botox?
Yeah.
Why Botox? Just to reduce the wrinkles. And we don't really use an aggressive amount of Botox to make your face frozen. What does frozen mean? You can't move your eyelids, Mikali, you're very straight-faced, and no one can
And
see
even when
any.
you talk, you're talking like this.
That's it.
Oh,
So
I
we don't
even
do
moved
that.
this. This
Right.
doesn't move.
So we don't do that. We still try to give you the natural appearance of the face, right?
Yeah.
That's what I do. And in our practice, we always maintain the natural aspect of our patients. We don't want to change you to be a different Mikali. We're
Yes.
just making an improved Mikali, right?
Okay.
So we're not going to change you and make a different Mikali. It's an improved Mikali. What else does non-invasive procedures mean? We have fillers. If you've lost volume around your facial areas, we put fillers there. And for the ladies who would also like to have fillers on their lips, we do that as well with hyaluronic acid. We take care of hyperpigmentation when your skin tone is different. We do that as well. Laser treatment as well we do. So just everything to rejuvenate the face and to make the face look nice and bubbly, because you know the face is your canvas.
That is true.
Everyone can tell a lot from just looking at your face. So we just try to make your face beautiful, to make you look and feel beautiful.
Oh my goodness. And now that you're here and having tested the waters, having had conversations with Kenyans, this is home.
Right.
Do you think we are ready for this? Are we open to it? Is it a conversation we are having loudly?
Yes. Loudly we are not. I hope to start this trend of speaking more openly.
Yes.
I think that we don't need to necessarily oblige people to speak and to say what procedures they've had done, but we could embrace these procedures, right? What helps us is breaking the stereotypes by having and engaging more in these conversations. They're not easy conversations, they're not pleasant conversations, but it's a start. Yeah. We need to embrace it. It's not a sin to embrace it. And we need to have more conversations about it. We need to be transparent, and people should stop being judgmental.
I think we're also coming from a point of we do not know, you know, we don't understand what these things are. They are things of the West, and that's how people look at them, instead of, you know, asking questions or understanding what it is that is actually happening to me or my body. And most of the times we do the same things, only that now people will use things that will hurt them instead of making them look better. So you'll end up with you will lightening your skin using the wrong things. Then you know, the things that we do on our skins that are not.
Right.
Yeah.
Mukali, you said something very important. You said that these are things of the West. Actually, cosmetic surgery right now it's a very big industry, and it's gone 200% higher. People are embracing all over the world. People are embracing cosmetic surgery. In Africa, the countries that have embraced it quite openly are the West and also the South. So we have Nigeria and South Africans really doing a lot of procedures.
What's happening here, Katikati?
Oh, we're coming to it. It's baby steps.
Yes,
yeah, it
I
doesn't
can't
mean
wait to
it's
see.
baby steps.
Yeah.
And another thing, we shouldn't be really hard on ourselves, taking into consideration how we were, you know, how we grew up.
Yes.
We're a very conservative society. So we just need to, as I said, talk, get more information. The reason why I decided to come home is because of the exposure I have working in a cosmetic institution, a really state-of-the-art cosmetic institution. I think I relate more to this skin color.
Yes.
I can come with products that relate to the skin color. And that's why I felt the need to come back home, because we could have this discussion more openly, having been in that position. You know, when someone comes and tells you A, B, C, D and has not experienced it, you won't trust them. But because I have seen it, done it, and practiced it on myself, then I think you'd more or less relate to me. Yeah?
Absolutely. And this just reminds me of something I saw online the other day. Someone was asking about laser and, you know, hair removal of this using laser. And most of the comments down there were like, you know, you'll go through a whole 6 procedures of the same and it won't work because there are different techniques and different machines for different skin tones and skin types.
That's true.
But then again, most people do not know. You just hear of laser and you just go, and then you are given something that is probably supposed to be given to maybe
a Caucasian.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you end up paying so much money, but it's because we did not have our people probably talking to us about it.
Right.
So having you come back is, we're not going through that. I'm not going to waste my money getting something that is not for me.
Yeah. I mean, also one thing that we need to do as practitioners is be maybe slightly more accessible and maybe more transparent.
Yes.
And actually being more humanly and empathic. I would suggest we do that as well, because when our patient comes through that door, we don't know what the person, he or she is carrying. And in our practice, we practice a little bit of psychology. We assess the patient, because not everyone is a right candidate for cosmetic surgery.
Yes.
Perhaps maybe you could need more psychology than going under the knife. So we sit down and we talk to our patients and we candidly explain to them the pros and cons of what procedure they want to do. And sometimes we actually advise them not to go ahead with the procedure and to get help. Because at the end of the day, what does cosmetic surgery do? It reshapes you, it restructures you. Some people would do it because they want to feel good with themselves. Some people would do it probably because, as you had mentioned earlier, maybe a breakup, maybe you're upset. That's not the reason to do it. You do it to reward yourself. You do it to make yourself feel good. So you need to have these transparent conversations with your GP, with your surgeon. And your surgeon, and again, it's not necessarily for financial terms. I'll come and be honest with you and tell you, okay, Mikali, I can do ABCD with you. I cannot do BCD with you. And that's how we do it.
Yeah, that's so much better than walking in and someone tells you they can do everything. And then
I'd be quite wary when someone tells me they can do it. I would run.
Yeah. I know. You know, that I have done before.
Right.
And then you end up having... So the question I have for you today is, if you were given a chance to change something, would you do it? Something on your face, something on your body, what is it that you would like to change? And are you willing to have that conversation openly? And now that we are having it here on the show, please share your concerns, your questions with us, because Dr. B will be answering all of your questions when we come back from this break. Now, the number is 111 444 111, and it's just going to cost you a shilling for you to send in that question. We will be right back after this break. Welcome back to Full Circle with Mikali. How are you doing? Where are you tuned in from this morning? 111 444 111. That is our SMS line. The question to you today is, given a chance, what part of your body would you change? What would that be? Are you struggling with it? What do you feel about it? And if you have questions whatsoever about that, 111 444 111. That is our SMS line. Nakoko shilingi moja tu for you to be a part of the conversation. In studio, we have Dr. B, who is a facial aesthetic surgeon, and that is what we're talking about. So, no offense, but have you done something? Have you undergone surgery, cosmetic surgery?
I mean, Mikali, for me to be able to come and have a conversation about facial aesthetics or about non-invasive procedures, I definitely have
tried and tested.
I have to consume my products.
Okay,
right?
Great.
So I'm a big fan of Botox.
See the way I'm looking.
Yes, I'm a big fan of Botox.
Okay.
And I would have from normal Botox just to reduce the wrinkles on my face to baby Botox just to reduce the wrinkles around my eyelids. And I actually had rhinoplasty.
Yamapua.
Did it.
Okay.
So what happens is, God bless my colleagues, we have a very fantastic team of young chirurgs. Chirurgs means surgeons. And we had a chance, we had the free OR, and I said, why not? And I ended up having this perfect nose. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. And so when we talk about the cost, because I'm sure it's something that people will definitely write in about, and having experienced how much it is, how much it costs out there, and knowing our country, what would the price be? Is it accommodative?
Well, Mikali, cosmetic surgery is a luxury.
Yes,
you have to understand it. It's something that's not covered by your insurance provider. And the cost ranges depending on your procedures. And we can have like rhinoplasty, for example, depends on the difficulty of the case. Because we have very simple rhinoplasty, we have difficult rhinoplasty. It depends on having open rhinoplasty or closed rhinoplasty. It depends on each individual case. I would give you the terms of how it is in my place. We charge from around 3,000 euros to around 4,000, 5,000 euros, roughly around 400 to 500,000 Kenya shillings.
Okay.
For rhinoplasty. So it's a luxury. It's something that you reward yourself with. It's not something that you do every day, but the results are worth it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So question here.
Right.
How long do the results of, say, non-invasive procedures last?
They range between 6 to 12 months, depending on the procedure as well. And they're repetitive and not painful and can be done anytime at the comfort of your doctor's cabinet. So it's between 6 to 12 months.
Okay. And what about the invasive plastic surgery?
Well, you don't change your nose, do you?
No.
Like my nose is there to stay.
Yes.
So this is invasive. Invasive means you have to go in surgery. So that's long lasting, actually permanent.
Okay.
Right.
And how long does it take for you to be able to recover from that?
From a non-invasive procedure, you can go back to your work immediately. From invasive procedure like rhinoplasty, you'd need to take 10 days out of the office, or 10 days just to be without any activities. Yeah.
Okay. So I think you mentioned this earlier when you talked about insurance. And do you, I wonder if maybe when you come into the market, you'll be able to work with partnerships?
That's actually what we're doing. My team and I are looking at all possibilities. At the end of the day, we want to make our patients happy. That's my an important role. And to make also cosmetic surgery affordable. It's at the moment extremely affordable in Eastern Europe, and that's what I want to do as well for Kenya. So we will be talking with our insurance partners and trying to see if the costs can be reduced, definitely.
Okay, we will be here for it. For it all.
Asante.
Hi, Mwikali, I'm watching from Kitengela. Given a chance, I would reduce my bust size. I'm a size 36D, but I wish, where are you? But I wish I had a size B. I hear workout reduces, but it has not worked yet.
Oh, sweetheart, bless your soul. 36D is actually not bad size.
I don't think it's bad.
It's not a bad size. I'm actually shocked because I'm a 36D myself.
Yes.
So I mean, I can understand what women go through. You know, we have to. What my problem is not your problem, and probably that makes her uncomfortable.
Yes.
So I would suggest maybe she could wear a bra and tighten her bra, tighten the straps of her bra, and surgery is not something I would recommend at the 36D, to be honest.
Okay.
Just maybe work a little bit on the confidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Hi, I'm Omondi Timon from Mombasa, Mombasa Road. Ask Dr. B, is there a cosmetic procedure to help me grow a beard?
Yes, we have hair transplants.
Okay.
Hi, Omondi, and it's very possible. So we have colleagues again in our institution who do hair transplants, and it's very possible to grow a beard naturally. So we just harvest the hair from the back of his neck region and put it in the beard area. I'm not very conversed with the procedure, but I know we have a lot of men coming through our doors for hair transplants. The ones who have kipara, what you would call it. Yeah, we have a lot of that, and beards as well.
Okay.
So Omondi, yes, you can have your beard done, and we could do it.
Okay,
Talk
great.
to Dr. B.
And they got it.
Yeah.
They're Uku Dr. Being.
Yeah.
Hey, full circle. I'm Kira from Baringo, and what I'd love to change is my back. It's accumulated with fat, making me not to wear tight tops. How can I minimize it? Kindly help.
Well, probably number one would start with changing the diet.
Yes.
Reduce your carbohydrates, eat healthy, more proteins, hydrate. And then it doesn't work, we could do liposuction.
Yeah?
Yeah. So liposuction is just reducing the fat from whatever region that is possible, from the abdomen, the back, the arms, the thighs. So liposuction is also a possibility.
And when that procedure happens, then you need not to eat healthy, live healthy.
Absolutely, because it can come back. Absolutely. It's a change of lifestyle.
Yes.
So the procedure is what happens superficially and what you see.
Yes.
You also need to change what happens inside.
Okay. So I think it would be best for you to start with a diet first. If it doesn't help Kabisa, then like you said.
Dieting, sporting, and having really a positive mental outlook on everything. That also helps a lot. You know, when you're having stress, when you're tired, when you're having a hard time, you end up eating a lot. You end up having a lot of high blood pressure and things like that. So it's also important for us to integrate healthy living lifestyle in ourselves, in our homes.
Yes.
I think Kenyans are lucky. You have accessible food stuff like vegetables from Skuma Wiki. I buy Skuma Wiki for around 10 euros. That's okay, a bunch. I really have it for free because Skuma Wiki in Romania is a luxury salad.
Whoa.
Right. So we have it affordable here. A mango goes for 20 euros. That's that's what, around 2,000 Kenyan shillings?
Yes.
So we have accessibility, we have access to a lot of healthy foods, and we could really easily eat healthy, from yogurts to milks, dairy products, and we have no excuse not to be healthy, honestly. Ngwashe, ndumas, sweet potatoes,
cassava,
boiled maize. Yes. Fish from the lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Mwikali. I'm Sharon from Eldoret, and I would like to ask, is it possible to enlarge hips? Because I've been flat screen all of
Sharon,
my life.
bless your soul.
I need to look good. Please, how can I reach out?
Right. A lot of people would necessarily want to have cosmetic surgery and cannot afford it. And it's not for everyone, and that's okay. So for a person like Sharon, I mean, before you get to the doctor, why don't you try to do some squats? Girl, hit the gym.
Yeah.
That should help. If that does not help, then of course we could come and do it and get a butt lift, Brazilian butt lift.
Okay. Will that, the hips It's a package.
Yeah, yeah. So Sharon, you understood. So you could have your squats, or you could get your Brazilian butt lift.
Okay. Hi Mukali, given a chance, I'd like to get rid of my tummy. Does she do that? And if yes, how much would it cost? We opened the Pandora's box.
Yeah, we opened the Pandora box.
Did.
And I'm actually quite happy that we're having these conversations.
Yes.
And I'm happy that they're not shying around from asking these hard questions.
Even men.
Yes, I'm appreciating it. Yeah, yes, I don't do tummy tucks because that's plastic surgery.
Okay.
But my team does. And for whoever's interested, we can talk costs privately.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, great. Hey, morning. Good morning, Mikali. If given a chance, I would have my... What? Why? Toenails removed.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever experienced that? Have you ever seen anything like that?
What, the person doesn't like his or her toenails?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Really, really difficult to sort that out, I'm afraid. Maybe some nail polish? I don't know.
Yeah. We kindly ask our visitor whether she deals with burn scars removal, and they do that for surgery of when you think,
That's reconstructive surgery.
Yes.
So we don't deal on reconstructive surgery, but I could direct that person to whoever would do it in Kenya.
So that's totally different.
Absolutely.
If I have a ban on my face, it's not Dr. B I should come to.
So I do cosmetic surgery.
Okay, yes.
Which is beauty and stuff like that. But when you're talking about burns and scars, that's reconstructive surgery, which is a total ball game. But it's possible, and we have colleagues who do it. So Dr. B does a certain thing. She doesn't do full plastic surgery.
Okay.
So again, for patients who need these are special needs, and such a person needs to be catered for. So they could easily drop me a DM or get to me, and I would connect them to the reconstructive surgeons in Kenya.
Okay, great. Before we continue with the questions, let's just talk about the stigma for just a bit.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's, oh, she did, because we've seen it. We have socialites in this country who were bold enough to be like, I went out and I did this. I got hips. I changed my breasts. I did. But then again, the conversation that we have is we look at them as, you're not real. Where we see Tuco-Kenya, you know what I mean? But then changing that and, allowing people to be who it is that they want to be.
Well, I'd start by talking about myself.
Yeah.
When I was 18, 19, thereabout, I was 100 kilograms. I was a very healthy child. I loved my food. You couldn't come between me and my food.
Yes.
I loved my French fries. And with that came health problems.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to climb a flight of stairs very easily. I would get tired very easily. I had very unhealthy sleep patterns. So I decided to take matters into my hands and started eating healthy and started working out. And it was extremely difficult. But I knew that I wanted to feel good in my own skin.
Yes.
I knew that I wanted Maria to feel good. And with that, I changed my lifestyle. So I ate healthy, and right now I'm a gym-holic. I love to work out quite a lot. I love to walk. I love to cycle. And I looked at myself in the mirror. That was when I was 18, 19, 20. I didn't like that Maria. I look at myself now in the mirror. I adore the Maria I see right now. I love the Maria I see right now. So what I would tell people, you do what makes you happy. You don't need to give anyone any explanations to feel good in your skin. At the end of the day, you sleep in your bed. It's you and you by yourself. So for me, every time people tell me, what about the stigma? Well, they'll talk, they'll sleep. At the end of the day, Mikali, you want to be happy.
Yes.
With your quote, that's what your quote the first quote you mentioned in the morning.
Yeah.
Make yourself happy, be happy. And that's actually my mantra. I do what Maria likes. I do what Maria wants to do. I make Maria happy. The same thing for the people who want to consume cosmetic procedures. We don't need to explain to anyone what we're doing, and we don't even need to tell you. That's our privacy. I'm very vocal. I'll be very transparent. I can tell people what I have done to myself.
Yes.
But the other person does not need to say that. But if the person wants to do something, then they should be let to do it in peace. Kenya is a very judgmental society in general. That's how we are. But I believe that if we continue having these engagements and talking, I think the stigma will reduce with time.
Yes.
Right? I think we're now a little bit aback, because we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
We think it's a little bit plasticky. We think it's going the Kim Kardashian way.
Yes.
But actually it's not. It's about women and men feeling good in their skins. We don't know what happens in people's homes or people's minds.
Yeah.
So if someone can feel good doing something, then we should let them do that.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for that. You are really passionate about this, Dr.
Yeah.
B, and I'd just like to know, why do you do it?
Well, for different reasons,
Yes.
right? I'm happy being a woman and in this field because normally plastic surgery or aesthetic surgery is male dominated. So I love representing women, and not only women. I am flying the Kenyan flag high in Bucharest, Romania. I take pride in it. I take pride in going to wherever I'm going, when I'm going for my training, when I'm training other injectors or people who are doing the other services like I am doing. I'm proud to say that I'm Kenyan. So it's all about making my country proud, making my family proud, and also making other women proud that I am able at my age to do what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Final question before I let you go. Good
Thank
morning,
you.
Wikali. There are more. But
Okay.
then this is, we don't have time. I once had a skin infection, and after going for treatment, I felt good, but I have black spots on my body since then. I have tried many soaps, ointments to remove them, but there's no improvement. Is there a way to help me?
Well, I would definitely need to check her skin.
Yes. Okay.
I would definitely to check that out. She'd need to tell me what treatments she's done, and maybe we could try lasers, some different ointments. You know, for you to make an assessment, you have to actually understand the history of that patient. What
Okay.
have you done? Can we try to improve it? But again, we're here, and yes, you can get rid of skin blemishes. We just need to know what she took in the past and try to improve it with what we have currently now. Medicine has really changed. Medicine is not the
Yes.
old medicine. You know, you don't need to go to the hospital and feel like, oh shoot, I'm going to a hospital. Oh my goodness, again. Right now, you find these wonderful doctors who are ready to serve you.
Yeah.
Because that's actually a calling. You know, it's not just something you wake up and decide to do. It's a calling. So we're here at your service, and we're here to make you feel good. You don't necessarily have to go under the knife, but we're still here at your service.
Absolutely. If you're walking into that beautiful smile, why not? So
Bless you.
final
Thank you.
final
Yes.
question. I think this you've answered partly. So I'm Wikali. Asked the doctor if it's possible to remove pimples from my face.
Yes.
And to feel my hip dips. I think I was asking because of the hip dips.
She has hip dips.
Yes.
With the fat. We have to do fat transfer.
Okay.
So what we could do, we could harvest fat if she has fat.
Yes.
Depends if it's the right candidate.
Yes.
So we could have the fat from her abdomen area. We could have the fat from her underarms and inject it to where she wants around the hip area.
Okay.
And about the pimples, yes, we have something called Derma pen. It's a small instrument that slightly burns the pimples and makes them drop off.
Okay.
So yeah, so you could also get treatment for this, and it's
Okay.
pain-free.
How can people get in touch with you?
Right now, I'm just unfortunately available just on Instagram, on email, and
That's okay.
telephone, right? As we continue setting up shop here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So handles?
So it's Dr. Maria Bile.
Okay.
That's on Instagram.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
coming
having
through,
me.
Dr. B.
Thank you, Mikali.
That was very informative. And not just for me, I'm sure you guys took some notes and learned a few things. Some words that we couldn't pronounce. And knowing that there's hope for us and nobody should just look at us and judge us because we want to feel good or look better and feel good about ourselves. We're going to take a very short commercial break. We will be right back. This is Full Circle with Mukali.